The title is The Bottomless Pit. Today we look for Bible verses related to the bottomless pit, the place where spiritual beings who betray God will ultimately go for punishment, and meditate on their meaning. The spiritual history related to it is revealed little by little in the Bible, and it is both mysterious and surprising. 1. The following is a story from the official history book 삼국사기. When General Kim Yushin of Shilla was young, he went to a cave in the deep mountains to find a teacher. The name of the divine being who came to him and taught him the secret to unifying the three kingdoms was Nansung. Difficult to defeat. The meaning. The meaning of Jesus, who appeared about 600 years before that, is Savior. Jesus is the Greek expression for Yeshua, which is a shortened form of the Hebrew Yehoshua, meaning Jehovah is salvation. Even a wicked being who met Jesus had names. For example, the name of the many demon-possessed who met Jesus in the land of Gerashin in Israel was Legion. During the conversation, Legion says to Jesus, "Jesus, Son of the Most High God, how does Legion knows Jesus? Legion pleads with Jesus, do not tell me to go into the bottomless pit. How does Legion know about the bottomless pit? Satan and the demons know God and their future punishment. Those who betrayed God were originally God's servants and created beings." Look. First, there are curious records of celestial beings appearing. Let me introduce a few of them below. 2. Things happen in heaven and in the air that we know nothing about. This is one of them. A man dressed in linen and with a gold belt comes to Daniel and says, "The prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 120 days. Daniel. Three. Satan was originally a being who conversed before Jehovah with the sons of God. Job. 4. Things happen in heaven that we know nothing about. While the hosts of heaven stand on the right and left of the Lord, a spirit comes forth and says that he will entice Ahab to die. 1 Kings. There were angels who sinned. God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved into judgment, and spared not the old world. In context, the angels who sinned here are from the story before the flood of Noah. God saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. To Peter. Six. The angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. In context, the angels and the Sodom are connected in parallel. Jude. 7. Next, the Bible discusses the kings of Babylon, then jumps to Lucifer, O Lucifer, son of the morning. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will be like the Most High. Thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Isaiah. 8. A great red dragon drew a third of the stars of heaven with its shell and cast them to the earth, a dramatic act of opposing God. There is a commentary here that states that one-third of the stars represent the fallen demonic forces. Revelation. 9. In the following, the discussion of the fallen king of Tyre jumps immediately to the fallen cherub. You were beautifully adorned in the Garden of Eden. The workmanship of thy tabrets and of thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created. Thou art the anointed cherub that covers. You are on God's holy mountain. You walked up and down among the fiery stones. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created until iniquity was found in you. Ezekiel. The following is about the consequences of beings who rebel against God. 10. Jesus saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. Here are several commentaries explaining Jesus seeing the past and the future. Since Jesus is a superdimensional being who transcends the third dimension, this also means that he can see the past, present, and future simultaneously, transcending time and space. Luke. 11. Jesus said, the prince of this world, Satan, shall be cast out. People of faith resist the devil, then he will flee from you. John. James. Submit yourselves, therefore, to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. 12. Satan is the prince of the power of the air, possessing power over death. Jesus' death and resurrection are a judgment on the world's sin and power over death, and a judgment on Satan. John. 13. Ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Psalms. 14. Michael and his angels fought in heaven against the dragon and his angels. Then the dragon Satan was cast out into the earth with his angels. Revelation. Next, let's look at the passages where the bottomless pit appears. 15. When the fifth angel sounded his trumpet, a star fell from heaven. He was given the key to the bottomless pit, and when he opened it, locusts came out and were given authority like scorpions to torment those who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads. The shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle. Revelation. 16. In the book of Revelation, there are two witnesses who are given authority by God to prophesy for 1,260 days. When they finish their testimony, the beast that ascends out of the bottomless pit kills them. After 3 days, the two witnesses are resurrected and sent to heaven. Revelation. "17. The beast that thou, John, sawest shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition." Revelation. "18. When the time comes, the angel will bind the dragon, the old serpent, the devil Satan, and throw him into the bottomless pit, sealing him and releasing him for a short time after 1,000 years. Revelation. "19. The end of those who betrayed God. Revelation. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Revelation. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and the murderers, and the whoremongers, and the sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. 20. The end of the final white throne judgment. Revelation. I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it. From those faced the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Finally, Revelation 20:15. Whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. In Japanese. In Chinese. Thank you.